This year is going to be bad for Donald Trump. And joining us now to break down why this last week was bad for Donald Trump is David K. Johnson, investigative journalist. David, welcome back to the show.
Glad to be with you, John.
Very glad to have you here. So there's a lot that I would love to talk about, but I am curious to get your impressions of last week's Michael Cohen hearings. How significant do you think they are in light of everything else that we know and have experienced in this issue?
Well, on the one hand, other than the $35,000 check, he didn't tell us anything that those of us paying very close attention know. It's very different when the president's lawyer for more than 10 years tells you things. Not me, not my colleague Tim O'Brien, but the president's lawyer. And I think the testimony that he gave was a roadmap. I count at least 14 different criminal paths that prosecutors could follow or the committee could follow. 14. And of course, he's coming back Wednesday of this week, and they'll be doing more testimony, although I'm not sure whether it's behind closed doors or in the open.
I believe that it might be behind closed doors, unfortunately, but maybe some will come out from what he had said. I'm also interested, the questioning from the Republicans during the Michael Cohen hearing, I had expected that they would make a good faith attempt to argue that the president hasn't broken any laws, but they did not seem interested in that at all. What do you think about that strategy?
I think that it was very clear that they were each playing to their bases. Remember that the red district Republicans have a problem if they want to get reelected. 80% is the lowest approval number I've ever seen among likely Republican voters for anything Donald Trump has done.
Wow.
Now, let me also be clear. If you're holding back and not dealing with the truth because you're afraid you'll get come out in a primary and you'll lose, you're a coward. People died for this country, and you're afraid you won't get reelected. You have a constitutional duty of oversight. Republican Congresses have investigated Republican presidents and Democratic Congresses, Democratic presidents. And what you saw Jim Jordan of Ohio in particular leading at that committee is cowardice, and that's what we should call them, cowards.
So one of the quotes from Michael Cohen that worried me the most and didn't get talked about much after the hearing was he said that he fears that if Donald Trump loses in 2020, there will not be a peaceful transfer of power. Obviously, you know a lot about Donald Trump. Do you share that same fear?
Well, when Donald won the Electoral College 2 years ago, I said right away that if Donald could pull it off, he would suspend the Constitution and declare himself effectively emperor, whatever he called the title. Because Donald doesn't understand the Constitution, he has no idea what his oath of office is, and he's deeply mentally ill. The good news is there are a number of surveys now of our officer corps, and they don't support Donald Trump, so he's not going to be able to pull off a coup. If Trump is voted out in 2020 and he refuses to leave the White House, I expect the Secret Service will frog march him out of the building.
Interesting. Okay, well, that would certainly be an image. I would love to see SNL's version of that the following Saturday. Thank you very much for watching this clip from The Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.